Let's get into it.
Well, the first thing is, it's a repeating theme since we revealed the game that they use their weapons more than they ever have. I mean, in Kano, that shines through. He uses his knife all the time in a lot of his animations, and he has, like his back 2 is a good example of what you're talking about. So he doesn't have a string off this, but he does get a slight pop-up. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of the move you'd use at this space. But up close, I'm sorry?
I was going to say it's good advancing, it has reach.
Exactly.
Right?
But it's not a full string. He cannot like confirm into a full string.
You can get good damage off of it, like say back to 2-2 ball is really good.
Yes.
You can get some good damage off of that.
But up close is, I think you're right, where he excels. He has a lot of combos. He has, he can do his knife and then he can go into an overhead.
Oh, I love that.
We'll get into more of that later.
Or he can go into a low. And while it's not a direct 50-50, it is one of those where the opponent's going to have to like really be looking for it and know to stand up after the first hit or the second hit. And it can mix people up if they're not paying attention, which will lead into his throws, which are super cool.
Awesome.
So let's go into his special moves.
Sure.
Unless there's any other normals. Oh, there's a couple normals.
There's actually a few normals.
Yeah, there's a few. First off, he has a really good overhead. It is a little on the slow side, but it has pretty good range, and it splats them through a while. And it is complemented by a really good low.
I love it.
This is a great follow-up. So this is going to be one of his core mix-up tools that we've been talking about. He can also, instead of doing the stomp, actually cancel into a special move. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do this, though, but if you want to get more damage, you can cancel. The overhead.
Well, and that's the thing that can be like that's very useful for him. The fact like so a combo that I like to use with him does use 2 of the bars. If you only have 1 of the bars, finishing off with the stomp is how you finish off a combo with grab like
That's a great point. The overhead, you'll notice, does not combo them. So he's not, as a repeating thing in this game is a lot of characters will have an overhead and a low mix-up, but only one will actually pop them up for a combo, and he kind of continues that.
I guess to say, because people might not see it, when you do the step on them, that doesn't take meter. That's the continuation of a string.
Yes, yes. One final normal I'd like to show is, it's not a combo, but it's a good ranged move, is his back 3. He uses his boot knife. Again, he's not going to get a combo, he's not going to get a follow-up, but this is how he kind of competes in the mid-range. So he's really good up close, but in the mid-range you're going to want to use back 2 and back 3. And this actually is one of his crushing blows. So every crushing blow has a different requirement. This one is the move has to be a counter hit. So if he hits the opponent who's trying to throw out a move, he's going to get the crushing blow. So the idea here would be he's kind of sitting at mid-range, dashing in, throwing knives. If he thinks the opponent's going to do their long-range move, like, for example, the axe I showed, if he throws out the back 3 and catches them, he's going to get real big, juicy damage, and you're going to break their bones.
And it'll happen more than you think, probably, too, because a lot of the characters from that range, those moves that they do have from there, are a bit slower.
Exactly.
There aren't a lot of super fast, long-range moves.
So that's kind of the balance of the move. While he's not getting a combo, this move is faster than the typical mid-range move, so he can actually beat attacks. And with the crushing blow requirements, that's kind of what we're going for. We think about the meta of the game, why you would use this move, and this is like the coup de grace of the move. Like, it's good as a counter hit move, so the first time you get it, you're going to go into the crushing blow. But to be clear about the crushing blow requirements, if you're the type of player where you just think Kano looks cool and you want to play arcade ladder, you're going to get this one exactly as you said, on accident. Like, it's going to happen. Like, you don't have to worry too much about, I don't understand what a counter hit is. You're getting counter hits even if you don't know how you're.
Yeah, that's not just the ladder either. You're going to get a lot of it from when me and Derek are just spamming on each other. It's just like not blocking.
I don't spam everything. I'm just calculated.
So let's go.
You want us to move on after
There's
that?
no calculation. When you two play, calculation is definitely not happening. Not even spelled with a K.
We'll see.
So, the base loadout is pretty much what you expect from Kano. His ability moves really are very unique. They're pretty much, a lot of them are new moves. His base moves it's MK1, MK3 Kano. He's got his knife toss. It's exactly what you want in a knife toss.
You can amplify.
Amplify to throw 2, good recovery, travels real fast, and Kano balls back. It would be weird to me if he did not have Kano ball.
And you can also amplify that.
Yes, you can amplify it. He does an X marks the spot kind of thing there. And air Kano balls back. He does this big drop kick. So that's his base set, and then it's up to you how you want to play him. And his ability moves are extremely versatile.
Yes.
So let's go over loadout. We started with actually your loadout. This is literally the one that you use.
But you didn't show some of the stuff that's involved with it.
Yes. So
Gotcha.
the first thing we added, it actually changes up his combo attacks, and he gets new extenders that he didn't have before.
Right.
For example, he can amplify this string.
I love
He's
it.
just a dirty fighter.
Yeah, that's
Like,
just
that's-
awesome.
It's funny to me, like the little tiny things that the team has put in, that just that elbow
Yes.
is actually to me more brutal than the knife.
Agreed. So he also has this low string, and he can actually amplify it and get a pop-up. And lastly, this ability, it's one ability, and you get all these kind of normal attacks together. He gets an extension on his overhead where he actually kicks you away.
I like he kicks you and you slide over.
Yeah, I love the slide, and look at the animation as he's recovering his leg. Like, it's so, what a scumbag. The second thing we gave him is called Snake Bite, and that is a big combo starter if you amplify it. And I understand you know a lot about Snake Bite. Why don't you talk to us about that?
I will. Snake Bite's it's a really good move to kind of continue combos. It's dangerous just to throw out there because it is unsafe.
Yes.
But if you use that in the middle of a combo, it's definitely a good extender. You're going to catch people with it just straight up, but it's dangerous.
The lumbar check, a brand new command grab that is so cool.
Ooh.
So you love two-player animations, you love command grabs.
Yes.
You can talk about this move.
There are like, so I really love the animations in the game as a whole. There have been like 4 things that involve sort of command grabby, sort of two-player when we say two-player animations, it's animations that like both the characters kind of work together to do in a way. There's like 4 of them in the game that when I saw them I was just like, okay. So, and this was definitely one of them.
So this also has a neat crushing blow I'd like to go over. So a couple weeks ago it was asked, when they do a wake-up roll, is it invincible and what can you do to beat it? Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is throws. Throws will actually beat the invulnerability of
I think
a
we've
wake-up
mentioned
roll.
that before, but we haven't mentioned that command grabs, being a throw, is the
So-
same thing. So you can just ball all over them.
That triggers the crushing blow. If you read they're going to do a wake-up roll, you can go for the command grab, and if you successfully grab them out of a wake-up roll, you get the crushing blow.
Yes.
And Steve, can we do it one more time to just see what, just some of the damage.
That is eye-popping damage.
And then it's damage over time.
Yeah.
It's still ticking.
Yes.
Like, woo-wee!
And that's a good point, that every crushing blow does extra. It's not just damage. Some of them do dot. Some of them actually pop you up for a combo. Right. There's a lot of different reactions that a crushing blow can have.
Super exciting. That you just did a move we didn't talk about.
Yep. Forward 3, this actually is one of the ways that he can defeat characters that outrange him because it goes under high projectiles.
Oh.
And it covers a lot of range. Now, this is unsafe, so he's taking a risk, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but this is what I would call a conditioning tool.
Right.
Conditioning with a K, of course. Mm-hmm. The opponent is going to want to outrange Kano and outzone Kano, but they have to look for this, and then that sets up Kano. What just happened
Exactly.
today
I was just
when
going
we
to
were
mention
playing.
that.
Would you say that a lot of his stuff is unsafe?
Yes, I would describe him as an unsafe character.
Right.
He kind of has a tool for every situation you could ask for, but it's high risk. He's a YOLO guy. Like this is a guy that's been in the business 15, 20 years, crime, running from the police.
You gotta kill a lot of people, bury a
Right.
lot of bodies.
Right.
And Steve and I played a little bit beforehand. I just wasn't playing very well. And then Steve kind of told me to add some of these things into my game. And then the next round, like I did a few of those things, and I actually won the round because I was able to get Kano's game going.
Yep.
Just off of that move alone, really. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
more to it than that, obviously, but
You got to think of it when you use an unsafe character. While the opponent is going to punish you if they block this, you don't have to use that anymore, and then you can dash in.
yep.
So let's go over to another loadout. This one,
It's called Bad Dude.
it's called Bad Dude.
No.
I like it.
And it has some wacky moves. So the first thing, and he has the classic MK3 costume.
I do love that costume.
The first thing I gave him is his Vegemite buff, where this does 2 things. This buffs his Kano Ball moves, and they do additional damage, and they actually have armor.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh,
So, again, if you're playing a matchup where you're getting zoned out really badly, this is the perfect answer to it. Once you get this out, his Kano Ball becomes extremely dangerous. You're going to go straight through any projectile. The other thing I gave him, this is very cool, is Molotov toss, where he tosses a Molotov cocktail on the ground, and they are doing dot damage while they're standing in this. So, you can imagine the possibilities here.
So you'd throw it out and just put pressure on him, right?
Exactly. For example, if you have lumbar check, it'll do dot damage during the entire lumbar check.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then lastly, I gave him the bio trap. This puts a magnet on the ground, and if the opponent is in it, they cannot jump. So if you have a character that excels at 50-50s and grabs and command grabs, you can imagine not being able to jump out is pretty strong.
And can you throw that at different distances too?
Yes,
to
you
just
can.
Sort of make setups and whatnot?
Yes, you can also mix and match a lot of these tools. So you can have this out while you have this out, and then go for your command grab.
It's dirty.
The bio trap does one other thing that's very neat. So normally Kano's knives are high. If you have this out on the playing field, the knife actually is sucked into its magnetic pole and becomes a mid.
That's awesome.
This is a great round ender. It's a great way to get chip damage because the opponent's going to have to block these fast
Well,
projectiles.
naturally, the magnet's pulling the metal down.
Yeah,
I mean,
it makes
that's
perfect
science.
sense.
That is
And
science.
Kano, if anything, is a man of science.
Absolutely.
There is a reason that he actually was hired by Shao Kahn to be how to teach Outworld's Earth's weapons.
Right. I mean, he made his own eye.
Yes.
Right?
No. A doctor made it. The same doctor that worked on Su
Did
Hao.
he later kill that doctor?
Almost certainly. Like, I think when you get out of surgery like that and they hand you the mirror, you then kill the doctor.
Yeah, yes, he should.
That was kind of
A little lore minute.
Steve's lore
Yeah.
minute.
Steve's lore.
Yeah, there it is. God bless that slide.
So, how about one more loadout?
Yep. Crime Lord
Crime Lord.
with a K.
Yeah, he is a crime lord.
Yep.
How do you become a crime lord?
That's
You have to start off at like petty theft and
Right.
work your way up. Yeah.
All right, so in this one, I replaced the knives with a new projectile, which is actually his I-beam.
He looks hip as hell.
Yeah, I really like this. This is while he's at his club.
Right.
Yes.
Sitting back there.
Yeah.
thinking.
Oh, I got to fight.
So this projectile is extremely fast, and you can see has a ton of real estate. It covers like most of the screen when it passes. The downside is it does not have the amplify. He cannot have the double, but on its own, it's even better than the knife.
Right.
Rumored to have a crushing blow.
It may.
Rumored.
The other thing I gave him here is his rack-off parry.
Rack off. What are you laughing at, Bert?
That's what it's called.
Great names, that's all.
His move list is really something.
Well, I was lucky enough to have a great Australian friend, Corey. That was I was like, hey, what are just a lot of crazy Australian terms? And he just sent me a list of them.
You know he made up 2/5. 2/5? He said?
I don't know.
Half of them.
I don't know. I checked some of them out with Brendan too, and it seemed to be pretty accurate.
And lastly, he has Chemical Burn. And this is a really fast special move that you can use to end combos or pokes. And he will actually dash away as he does it. You can see if they block, he actually gets away.
Chemicals.
It's definitely something Kano would do. And this has a really cool
And then he
amplifier.
has a bottle of bleach. He just throws it.
Throws a cigarette lighter and lights you on fire. He is a nasty.
Oh,
Does the
Nasty guy.
bottle of the Molotov cocktail also light that up?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. If it does, I don't know about it. Does it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. That was super awkward.
I feel like I did. I feel like I did at one point.
Maybe
that
it's
could have
still-
I
changed.
mean, that's the thing is everything's.
Yeah, we talk about this. You know, games in development. So yeah.
How many lighters does he have?
A lot. He
Right.
smokes a lot. So,
Cool.
what about his Fatal Blow? Because I think it's really, really good.
Oh yeah.
They got a lot of style in
The kick is actually my favorite part. It's just so unnecessary.
there. The one at the
Yeah, the kick to your
head?
side is
Yeah.
just rude.
Well, you know. He is
But
rude.
he is a bad dude.
He's a bad dude.
So that is Kano.
That's Kano. I think he's a extremely versatile character. I think
Bad dude.